What's up? It's your boy B Flow, and I'm back with another video. And today, just gonna cover pretty much caster and camber. I'm not gonna go into detail about what it does, but more so how important it is in optimizing how well your go-kart turns, how it gets down the straightaway, and just how much tire wear it causes, and just how much speed you're missing if it's not correct. Also, just going to cover what I use to check caster and camber. I use AccuTow Pro Advanced. It's what I use to check camber and toe in. Pretty unique. I mean, they're pretty pricey, but well worth the money. I'll just kind of show you how it works. So pretty much it comes with a mirror, and it's going to have pretty much a level type deal. It's got bubbles to the right side and the left side, and then it's going to come with a pretty much measurements, increments, and a laser right here. And what happens is this piece here goes at the back of the go-kart, and then this piece here goes on your front wheels, whether you're on the left side or right side. And pretty much this is stationary, so it shoots a laser at the mirror, and then the laser shoots back here, and it tells you where you're at as far as straight up, a 1/16 out, an 8 out, an 1/8 of an inch out, 3/16 out, things of that nature. So the back stationary, it shoots a laser here, and that's how you get your toe in. Typically, most go-kart runs the left side straight up, and they run the right sides towed out of 16. Like I said, I'm not going into detail, and everybody's got their own views. Me, I run the left side at 0, and I run the right sides towed to 16th out. I've been setting my own go-karts up for years, never had any issues, and I enjoy doing it. But yeah, so anyway, it shoots that laser back. This shoots back, and that's how you get the toe in. Then when you have this on the left front or the right front, that bubble there on your right side, you're gonna notice it pretty much tells you on your right side you're gonna be negative, right? So typically, if it's on the right side and you go negative, that means that the tire, from the inside of the tire is gonna do this. And what it does is pretty much the more negative you go on the right side, the less contact patch the tire has with the racetrack, which in a sense it'll free it up. You'll lose a little bit of turn, but it will free the go-kart up. Like in your Ducar, your Predator type stuff, we tend to run a little bit more camber just to free the go-kart up and get it out of the racetrack some. And then on your left side, you'll notice the left side's positive. So it's gonna lean, your left side tires are gonna lean this way. So both tires are gonna lean that way depending on whether you're 0. If you're 0, obviously it's gonna be straight up and down. But once you start going, positive, it's gonna take that left front tire and lean it that way, right? Which is gonna make that go-kart, as you're going down the straightaway, it's gonna make it naturally wanna turn. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into whole details on that. Everybody's got their own views, and you can do your own research there. I'm just trying to basically just show you what tools I use to check camber and toe in, and explain it's very critical that you make sure you always check your camber and your caster and your toe in. Toe in, usually I don't typically have to change the camber very often. Now if I'm in a wreck or I get bumped or something on the front end, typically I'll throw it on the scales and just make sure the toe end's still straight, because it don't take much to knock the toe end out on the go-kart. But anyway, pretty neat tool here. They are very pricey, but once you got it, you got it. It just uses 2 AAA batteries, and that piece plugs into here. Like I said, this screws in. You pretty much screw this on the front end. You screw that piece, you know, there on your right front, and then this guy here will simply slide like that, and then you got a level on there. You get it level, you shoot that laser up there, and you can kind of tell where it's at. And then the way I check my caster, I simply make sure that I put the go-kart on scales, make sure everything's at race trim. Same thing with this. Always make sure everything is where you're gonna race it when you check it. Make sure you're sitting in the go-kart, you got everything, make sure you're sitting in the correct position, all that good stuff. Make sure it's in race trim. That way you can get the true measurements on everything. What I do with the caster, they make caster gauges, but what I do for caster, I simply just use a straight edge and a digital angle finder, basically. Man, you can go to Home Depot and get them. And you simply just gonna put that thing up there. Now you got your spindles. You're just gonna put that bad boy on your, not your spindle, but your L block. Your L block is pretty much holds your spindle with the washers or whatever. The L blocks kind of rock forward and back. So that's where you're gonna put the angle finder, whatever, to figure out where you're at. Typically, people run all kind of different measurements, 6 to 11, 7 to 11, 6, 10, 11, 13. It's all about how you like the go-kart to feel. So I'm not gonna go into that deal. I typically run 7, 11, 6, 10. It just depends on what, like if I'm running small block or if I'm running the clone, the Duke-Kart, whatever. But to each his own there. Get it where you feel comfortable, because caster does affect how quick the go-kart unloads, weight from left rear to right front, things of that nature. There's a whole lot involved in that. Like I said, I'm not gonna get involved in that because you can do your own research there. This video is just to show you kind of what I use, how it works, and things of that nature. But yeah, I hope this video helps somebody. And it's really, I'm just doing this to educate new people in the go-kart. People that's been doing this for a long time, I'm sure they have all this stuff and they know how to use it. And so it's not necessarily for you, it's for somebody that's getting in the sport and they just want to be educated on what tools to use to check all this stuff. I know a lot of people that are getting in the sport and they didn't realize that you have to check the front end. They didn't realize that you have caster and camber and cross and left side and all that. They think you just get on the go-kart and go. And unfortunately, go-karts are very complicated. They're engineered way more than what a person would think. But just trying to get the most speed out of them. It's not just tires. It's a bunch, 80% tires, but you got to have your go-kart set up right too, and caster and camber and everything. When you're racing on these, at these big shows, I mean, these guys they got everything right: caster, camber, left side, cross, and they got the right tires on it. So anyway, for anybody that's just getting in it, I hope you like the video. If you got any more questions or you want me to go over anything and I can help you, just comment down below, and I'd be glad to cover anything to help anybody. I'm not a professional. I have been doing it a long time. I have had a lot of success on the local level, the local racetracks, and I'm sure if I wanted to spend the funds to do it on that next level, I could. I'm just not, it'll break the bank to do that, and I got kids and everything. But yeah, anyway, I hope this video reaches somebody that needs it. And if you have any question, you can comment below, you can inbox me. Yeah, so